How's it going, people? It's JJ here, back again with some more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Last time we made our way here to Route 224 with the help of Marley, and in today's episode we're going to be heading through the route and see what there is to see. Now, immediately, we're faced with a trainer here. From what I remember of this route, because I haven't really gone through here too often, even back when I was a kid, there's an initial land path and a one-off path to the side on the sea. But overall, there's a pretty fair amount of stuff over here. However, this is initially a dead end, pretty much. Even though there's some pretty cool stuff around here, there's not really much to do in terms of actual, like, not progression, but once you've seen what there is to see here, there's nothing else really for you. That is, until you reach the end of the route, which I will try to show off as soon as I can. But as you can see here, there's a fair bit of trainers around here. Psychic still doesn't do too much, even though we're around 20 levels higher. But that's what happens with this nature here. I haven't done anything in the battle tower, so I haven't bought any kind of nature-changing mint yet. But I think I don't really, not exactly need one. Even with the nature, Manaphy stats are pretty well-rounded. So I think I'm fine without it. We're not really in any kind of dangerous situation. We're not facing the Elite Four again. Yet. I might do that as well, because there's two different rematches against the Elite Four, and showing off both would require me to level up my Pokemon a fair bit, because at their highest, Cynthia reaches level 88, I believe, or 89, and her team is insane. It's very similar to how it was when you first battled her, but it's a lot tougher. And still out here with the Staravia at the end of the game. I do not like these NPC trainers. I expect this in Johto, not Sinnoh. And even then, Johto, I believe, still had fully evolved mons, for the most part. As for our team here, already in the mid-70s, we're blowing pretty much everybody away, save for the random Gyarados or high-powered Pokemon like that. But we're quickly running out of trainers that are actually required to face left. I think this route might be the last one. Like, once we finish this route, there are pretty much no new trainers left to face, aside from the Battle Tower. And I believe I mentioned I'm not doing the Battle Tower, but if I didn't, say it now. The Battle Tower and the way it works, I don't think I really need to show it off here. It's competitive Pokemon trainers, more essentially, but with the AI. So it can be random, it can be cheap, and I don't think it's really worth showing it off. Like, I don't really need to. And that Pelipper set up the rain here, so I think Scald could actually just knock out Skullbat flat out. Let's try it out. Probably will. Well, that's bulky, but not that bulky. Yeah, there we go. And just shy of the level up on there. And move on ahead here. Maybe I'm misremembering this route. It's been quite a few years since I've actually gone through this route in any Gen 4 game. What's down here? An item. Razor Claw. Okay, so if I need to, I can evolve another Sneasel into Weavile. Didn't know that was down there. Is there another Razor Fang here too, or just a Claw? The Claw. Black belt over here. Black belt Coral with a Crow Dunk. If your name is Carl and you're watching this out there and you have a black belt, shout out to you. Psychic should just blow this thing away. And I'm guessing here has a Machamp. a Toxicroak, or a Metachamp? Watch me be wrong on all three of those guesses. Machamp. Do all the Black Spells just have Machamp now? It's a good mon, but come on guys, have some variety out here. Taken down too easily. With the crit too. That should be 75 on power stomp right there. And ahead we go. I believe on this route there's not really too much that's new in terms of Pokemon, at least in the grass. However, in terms of the Poke Radar, if you use that in this area, there is a 10% chance you can find Wild Dusclops, and 2% for Duskull, the pre-evolved form. Which, I guess I can understand why they would do that. I don't know why you would want to catch a pre-evolved form this late. But, if you're trying to fill the entire Pokedex, like I am currently right now, you'd have to breed it anyway, so you're gonna get both. But, if you're looking for a bulky ghost type, Dusclops is pretty good. The only issue with Dusclops being bulky is that it has fairly low HP, so it can tank, but it can't do much in terms of recovery. As for offense, Dusclops is below average, since I believe it's like base 60 or 65 attack, probably wrong about that, so it can't really hit that hard. However, if you evolve it into Dusknoir, it hits a lot harder, it's still fairly bulky, and overall it's a bit better, but because Dusclops can have an Eviolite, it's bulkier. So both have their flaws and their advantages, but overall they're both still really solid mods. And if you get your hands on one of them, I do recommend training it up on defense, regardless of whether you evolve it or not. This is a Metagross here. Let me read back your face one of these. Metagross is another pseudo-legendary Pokemon, so I believe the only one we haven't seen yet, fully evolved at least, is Tyranitar and Dragonite, but I'm thankful we have it. Just like all pseudo-legendaries, Metagross is insanely good, but because of its level, and our level, it was a foregone conclusion. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe this guy has a Dragonite. And I think up there is where we want to go, so I'm gonna see if there's another path we can take. Swablu. Swablu, fun fact, is actually in the Platinum Pokedex, and you can catch it in the main story. It's a normal flying type that evolves into a Dragonfly, and later on, Mega Altaria, its evolution, does get a Fairy type as well, so it becomes a Dragon Fairy. And because of that, they actually gave Swablu and Altaria Moonblast, which is actually pretty cool. But overall, they're still pretty... not the best, but not the worst either. They're pretty solid whenever they go, in my opinion. But I think should be more than enough to take it out. Just as I expected. And you're done. Now what is this up here? Destiny Knot. This item right here is actually more for breeding than anything else. If you use it, if you put in a Pokemon and put in the daycare, you pass down your individual values or IVs. So you essentially pass down your stats to whatever Pokemon you breed it to. And I did not remember this path right here. Psychic, I believe? Yep. What do you have? Metachamp. Okay. Yeah, the Destiny Knot passes down your IVs, or at least 4 of them, I believe, at minimum. So if you have a competitive Pokemon and you want to breed it, putting a Destiny Knot on it to pass down its stats would be really good. And the only problem is you do not pass down your nature. So if you're looking for a specific nature, I would suggest either putting an Everstone on whatever the other Pokemon is in the daycare, or going without it. It makes it more random, but it works. I like Kazan here. We're running out of PPs. I think I'm just gonna continue for a little bit. But I think it might be time to switch Manaphy out after this. I did not think that would KO. Well, Alakazam is pretty frail. Okay, and I think there's 1 or 2 trainers left here. If not, we're pretty much done with the route. Snorlax has 345 HP. Getting goddamn. Just one more I see. One more Psychic. For some reason he was drawn here. So was I, buddy. And the thing that drew me here was that one item. Mischievous, or Mischievous, however way you pronounce it. Do we outspeed? We do not. This might hurt. Yeah, Paint Split is a rather unique move. It equalizes your HP, so if you're facing a Pokemon like Snorlax that has a ton of HP, it brings it down by a ton, and it'll heal you by whatever amount is to make this. It'll heal you and damage your opponent to make your HP equal. But when I said that Dusclops has bad recovery, that move is why. It's the only HP recovery move it actually gets. It's not the worst, but it's rather inconsistent. I believe it gets Rest as well, but putting Rest on a Pokemon like Dusclops kind of hurts it because it needs certain moves, which either wouldn't fit on a moveset that would have Rest on it, or just overall lowers its quality. It's a good move though, but it's not the best. 12 rounds here. At least we get some berries though. I keep thinking to myself, oh, we're done with all the berries now, we pretty much collected them all. But each time I'm proven wrong. But I think I can say for certain this time that these berries over here are definitively the last. And I think that's all it for the berries. And now I can finally get the item that's been taunting me this whole time. Wonder what it could be. Oh, the suspense is murder. Jeez, I was joking earlier, but man. Okay. Let me leave. I don't want to put her up our Repel because I don't get really. We could use one, but we're already close to the end. It's not really worth it. Herb candy, it's nice. You know what? Maybe I will put a Repel. Sorry about the cut there, I had to take care of something off camera. But at this point, yeah, I'm gonna put up a Repel because I don't want to deal with this anymore. Too many random encounters. And unfortunately, I lost my train of thought. So, whoop-de-doo. But I guess for now, I can at least talk about what I can do, or at least what's left in this route, because there's honestly not left. I think that's actually it, just going back to where we were. Is there anything up here? No, there isn't. There's one last surf area up here. After that Dragon Tamer, it... Huh. Okay, I didn't even see this little beach area here. Maybe the time of the day, but it is what it is. But yeah, after that Dragon Tamer, we face to the bottom left. Right here. I'll turn it off now, there's nothing left. So yeah, after this, there's nothing really left in this route. Except for Professor Oak. And this strange rock that's polished like a mirror. But, let's leave Snorlax up front. He's only level 74. But if you talk to Professor Oak here, he wants us to examine the tablet. A record of thoughts of trainers who have grown through adventure. Well, I guess it could apply to us as well. And yeah, they have shaped us into who we are today. And who do I want to thank? Okay, so this is gonna sound really cheesy, but I do mean this from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me throughout the entire series if you've been watching it. I know the quality of my videos has not been the best, my commentary has certainly not been the best, but I feel like even though it's been slow, I have been improving. And here's hoping that for my next series, and for the whole future, regardless of YouTube or not, that we all improve and better ourselves in different ways. So, again, I want to thank you all for being here with me. And I'm 100% certain of it too. Destination is certainly intriguing. Marley did mention last episode that she wanted to see a certain Pokemon connected to this rock. So, with nothing else to do, except check the hidden items, with nothing else to do, I guess is just to follow it and see where it went. On the Sea Break path. It's a really long, very long path with the Floroma Town music. And when we finally make our way to the end of the path, which is whenever we do, any second now, I mean this path, oh there we go, the Flower Paradise. And what's left here in the Flower Paradise is only one thing waiting for us. And I know it's a little bit evil to do this after taking the time to thank you guys for watching, but I think we can make our own separate episode for this little special event here, because this is the special event for Oak's Letter. So, next time on Pokemon Brilliant Diamonds, we'll battle our little friend here. See you guys then.